All right, so let's get that recording. Bam. All right, so just to recap what we were looking at yesterday for DXY, guys. We talked about this range and the imbalance in here and the likelihood of price kind of pumping back inside here and then pushing low. So CPI came in with the good stuff, exactly what we wanted. So now we're inside here. Now I want to see them close below here. That would be very nice. Close below here and just get it over with. Get to that draw, be done with it, and then we could start looking for today's what, Thursday? This week forming monthly highs, and then we could crash. So nothing new. Nas talked about this as well. Wanted to see them pump inside here, potentially get to this high again. High of the month, and that would be nice. 0.664 for my ego. Let's get there. That'll be nice. Waiting for that. So now, what's important to note is that the event day from the purge and revert logic that we're looking for is now invalidated because we're now trading above the event day. So this is no longer needed. Okay. We now need them to close above this candle's low, which is this blue line, and get here. Then we could make our next decision. This was the pair that we mentioned would likely sit because it got to the imbalance ahead of everything else. And due to the cracking correlation between these two pairs, DXY weakness give rise to JPY strength. GBP is however putting up a fight because GBP is now relatively stronger due to the DXY weakness. So GU is pushing higher. JP, so this is two strong pairs basically from a correlation standpoint. Whichever moves, if wherever this candle closes, should give us a hint as to GBP or JPY, which one is stronger. And you could use that to play whatever. Maybe trade UJ or something. Gold. Yeah, just yeah. The short yesterday, I mentioned that my model says it wasn't ready. I know somebody sold it and got a killing. Yes, this is what I mean when I say my model isn't. My model says it isn't ready. We're now trading at a daily high though, so that's a good sign. I don't remember what this is for, but looking at it makes me want to think about it. I'm just liking the idea that the monthly high is going to form somewhere here, and then we take this low. So they're building in a premium to take sell side. So we need to look at the ranges here, look at the arrays, get creative. This is looking like daily order blocks inside here. I just want to sell this. Like I just really, really want to sell this all the way down to here and lower. Nice. Talked about this yesterday. I wanted to see them kind of pump back up inside that box. Failed here. Delivered like a good student. So I'm leaning on this pair either sitting here or there's a whole lot of wicks and then lower time frame market structure shift, and I want this. Old liquidity pool. This is trading higher. Here, this high would be the one I don't want to see them get taken out. But then since this is so close, let's just make it even Steven and then move lower. EU liquidity draw here. Same thing as the XY, taps into the imbalance that we're looking at. Now it's pumping higher. I like that as a draw, but I want it to come out some more. There we go. So that's a draw for me. UCAD, talked about this and the likelihood of them pumping back down into this blue line. So that's what I'm looking for. UJ, I've been saying all this is irrelevant price action. This pair is being manipulated heavy. None of this should be here. So they need to mitigate all the position. So you want to find the start of the madness, essentially this doji, and they need to come back to that. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing these calls forever, but just remember that that's where we're going to be watching. Can you load your 1M DXY chart monthly or 1 minute? Hassan. Monthly or 1 minute? 1 minute. DXY. Here. Five. So I think this would be 820, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 820 is somewhere inside here. And then 5 is going to be somewhere inside here. Yeah. What's it? Hopefully that helps. I don't know what you're looking at. No prob, no prob. UCAD just looked at that. UJ, Menace. Notice this is not moving either, right? Because it's already gotten its objective. So this is looking like the gold daily chart. So this is needed. Silver to $18. You heard it here first. Get in. And then this looks like the NAS chart that we talked about, right? This is what silver needs. Oil, I mean, needs this. And that's what we're getting right now. Good morning, Sam. So let's see if anything is tradable here. Can you see XAU, XAG? What in the name of tarnation is that? Pretty much everything we're looking at yesterday kind of completes today. This guy going lower. This rebalancing to premium. This guy going lower. Another exaggerated run. Premium. GU premium. Yeah, everything's just premium. Yeah, that's it. So now I want to see some runs. I want to see some runs. But no market structure shift. So I'm not really in the mood to pick tops. While this should be a rebalance, if we go hourly chart, and this has room to go up. This has room to go up. If I take these red lines off and the period separators, I think I want to say you guys should know this fractal. Imbalance here. Market structure shift. Fair value for buying. I really need to start playing these higher time frames. Destroy them. But anyway.
Yes, boss. I would love to see you here. Thank you.
Premium arrays. So from here to here, the repeat area matrix, liquidity inside an imbalance, already taken, but this is a large wick. So I don't want to see them trade back up inside here. But my mind is fixated on gold and shorting gold. I could get away with this. That's my toxic trait. My toxic trait says I should sell this right now.
Ooh, a minute.
Don't try this at home. SL's probably a little bit too tight. Do not try this at home.
Yo, Kish, I'm gonna message you something. Yeah, have a look.
All right, cool. Let me get rid of this gold. Jeremy. That was Jeremy, right? Oh, that's Ed.
When I speak in my real voice, you can't understand me. All right, we go back to Pat. Yo, I'm gonna send you a message. Have a look.
Ed,
Don't
you're
tell
cheeky.
nobody.
You're
don't
very
react,
cheeky.
Don't react, no man. Don't react, no man.
You're very cheeky, Ed. You're very cheeky. I'm gonna take partials here. This was a quick scalp from my ego. Then go 31.6 BE. And now I care 0.
Kishe, quick one, right?
Yeah.
Is that a BPR above? Because on my study, right, and my live trading, this seems to
Mhm.
hold. I don't know. Anytime I see this bad boy here.
I need details. I need more details on that.
Okay, what about what's it called? Highest up close candle, which is this guy, this close below. We have this. We have OB candidates, OB model. Close above this liquidity, this close below. We have like 3 details already.
Okay. Whole lot of things. You just said a whole lot of things that are not so clear. So let's walk through this price action. First thing we have here is this high. Okay, that's the first high. So ignore the fact that we're looking at this in hindsight and be realistic. If you saw this high before all of this madness, we'd be referring to this high for our order blocks. There is no close. When there is no close here, we start factoring in the highest closing body in this high, the highest body in this high for rejection blocks, which would be that closing price. This candle closed above it, above the rejection block. So now displacements lower puts this guy as our order block, right? So that up candle's low is where we look for our market structure shift. There, here, right? So when this candle does this, we'd be bearish. Price trades up, and every reason would say sell here. That's only because there's an order block, right? There's no markets, there's no clear reason to sell besides the pattern itself. So let's say we did sell here, would have gotten stopped out, then price would have done this, then this guy would have closed above. So now our order block would be that guy. So if that's our order block, we'd be looking for trading below that low here, and then this would be our short with our stop above this or the swing high, whichever is closest to 20 points. So that's 20. No reason to not put my stop right there and relax.
Yes, sir. Like you see, the first sale did not have fair value gap, so it was kind of like, suspicious. But this other one has like a fair value gap and the thing, so probably
Cool.
could hold.
So I want you to remember something about fair value for buying and fair value for selling, particularly fair value for selling in this case. This is our order block. When we close below this low, there's something we want to see here. The up candle that trades back here is what you want to see. That's it. Then we displace below, which makes this propulsion block candidate, which is why I sold this in the blink of an eye. And I closed here. But that I wasn't going to tell you. But since you're looking at it, why not? And this is a public call. So yeah. So watch that order block get worked. JPY Slayer. We cool. Yeah, I'm really liking the idea of selling this again, but
I'm in Russia mining for gold today. I'm not in Japan.
I told myself I would not trade M1 on these calls. Yeah, I don't want to do too much of that. I don't want to do too much of that, guys, because then that's just me showing off. These calls are for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. But yeah, it's always good to analyze something on a clear time frame and then look at it across another time frame to see what it looks like. So for study, we know that inside this up candle, this down candle here, there's a up candle right here, which means in theory, right? In theory, if we see a large wick down candle, the wick of it is usually consecutive up close candles. which means if this happens at a high, I don't have to go to a lower time frame. I could split this wick in half, like so, like that. Grab the fib from here down to here. 50% coming in somewhere here, I think. And I could potentially sell that. Hello. But yeah, God did. I know you don't mind. I know you don't mind. So the narrative and precision. Narrative and precision. Order block. Imbalance inside the order block. Rules dictate that we always seek imbalances on retracements. So that candle's high is a short. It's a short. But yeah, this is no sentiment building, by the way. If you didn't know this, whenever there's a huge news like this, everybody is looking for a rebalance, which means the first thing here that's bearish, unless it's fast, it's usually wrong. If it's a slow bearish market structure shift, they're going to take the highs, or they're going to run on opposing liquidity where persons would put their stops and then move low. That's why I'm not interested in holding this. This is just a quick in out done, because they could run this again and then recapitalize the order block. Like yesterday on DXY, if you remember, we were looking at, I think it was a 5-minute chart, this here, and we had this FVG marked out. It's in the call from yesterday for you. And I was saying that this is fair value for buying. So they should trade here and then go higher. When this candle formed, I said that once we took this high, that's going to be an order block. But I was on another chart, so I missed it. So gold kind of squeezed me. No big deal. This is what I wanted to see. In fair value for buying, an order block is created, right? Inside the order block, there is inefficient price delivery, which means on the retracement that will happen, this is full margin. Oh, this is recorded? Never mind that.
100 lots.
No, this is a high probability trading inside here. And there are ways to amplify this high probability trading. But again, not trying to do too much on these calls. Try to explain the narrative. And I think the same thing happened on UCAD. I think I was looking at it last night with my good friend, that I won't say his name, because if I say his name, yeah. Same thing here, UCAD. When this high got taken, we thought order block. Did it here? Oh, by the way, here's a study. I don't think I'm going to trade much today, so I'm going to end the call and kind of relax today. But here's a study for you guys. Hindsight. If we knew that this candle was going to be an order block here, and it gets validated when this candle closes here, is this a market structure shift? Right? When this candle closes above here, is that a market structure shift?
Can we answer now?
Yeah, you can answer.
Yeah, for me, I see a market structure shift in so many ways. Number one, that candle close signified. In short, the first market structure shift I see is this bad boy here, right here. When it closed above this guy, market structure shift. Closing above here, this order block candidates, because this closed below liquidity, and this closed above. So OB model plus, I call everything BPR anyways. I might be wrong, but I see this two right here. This is a paradigm shift, 1, 2 consecutive candles, close above. So I have 3 confirmations to go long here. And I
Okay.
even have this guy right here to support the motion here.
All right. Very articulate, very well said, but all of that is wrong. That's wrong. Okay. A market structure shift and an order block being created, while they can be similar, they're not the same. This just creates the order block. This is not bullish. An order block being created is not bullish unless you already have a bullish narrative and then the order block gets created. So you don't want an order block to be created and then you just buy. You want the order block to be created, market structure to shift, and then you buy the order block. Or if they like you, you want the market structure shift, then the order block, and then you buy. So I don't want you to answer this because I know what you're going to say. We know this is the order block. But when this candle here closes, that's when there's a market structure shift. Don't say why, I know you know why. But when this candle closes, that's when the market structure shift. Let's go back to DXY. When this candle closes right here, this is just the order block being created. The market structure did not shift here. No. Right. Hassan for the win. This is when the market structure shifted, which means at this point in time, I'm gonna pause the recording here.